Goedemorgen, ik ben ondertussen reeds in Viloria de Rioja. Het is weer tijd om van de N120 af te geraken en het gaat hier goed lukken. Kijk maar op de kaart. Er is een pad hier achter deze heuvel en zo kan je langs de velden Belorado bereiken. Dus weg van al dat lawaai en naar boven op zoek naar rust. Hello, can I have your names, please?
I'm Seth Andreas.
And your name is?
And I'm Alejandro.
Have you met each other on the Camino?
Yeah.
Nice. And from which country are you?
I'm from the United States.
And you?
And I'm from here, Spain.
From Spain. Will you walk the Camino till Santiago de Compostela?
Yeah, if not further.
Not further.
If not further.
If not further.
I may continue on.
Yeah, me too. To Finisterre, maybe.
And is it the first time you do the Camino?
It is.
Yes. Do you like it?
Absolutely. It's the greatest experience I've ever had in my life.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Very fun.
Okay. And can I ask you what is the motivation of doing the Camino?
Yeah, so I just graduated from university,
Yes.
and that was a couple months ago, and I traveled a bit this summer, and I'm going to be starting a job soon, but I definitely wanted to travel some before starting a job. This is the time in my life where I have the least commitments ever. No commitments of family obligations or jobs or school or anything like that. And I think that my brother did El Camino a number of years ago, and I think there's no better experience for the price. And so far I've found it very, very helpful in figuring out what I want to prioritize in life as I'm finding a job, and I think it's just coming at the perfect stage of my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. And what is your motivation?
Well, I wanted to do it a long time ago when I finished school, but for some reason I delayed it, and then I started working, and now I found myself between jobs, and I thought it could be, I had some money saved, so I thought it could be a good idea to all this at a time that I was thinking about doing it, then finally doing it, and yeah, that's why I did it.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for this little conversation.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
Buen
you.
Camino.
Thank
Buen
you.
Camino.
You too.
Daarboven in het volgend dorpje zit iets ingebouwd in de rotsen. Het is de Ermita de la Virgen de la Peña. Het is kortbij, dus ik ga even naar boven. So I'm back here again with Joseph and Doris. Do you remember where we met for the first time?
I think it was at Orison.
In Orison?
Yes.
You remember it? I thought it was in Zabaldica, but yes, it was in Orison.
I mean, we were in the same room.
Yes.
I heard a little bit of your story. You heard heard a little of our story.
But it was in Zabaldica where we met. In fact, we were enjoying a service from the Croatian.
Yes.
Yes. So, is this your first Camino?
Oh, see, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember that you are sister and brother.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's also something exceptional. Whose idea was it to do the Camino?
Yeah.
Definitely this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, so I heard about the Camino from a friend about 15 years ago and immediately thought, I want to do this someday. I liked the culture, the walking, the being with, talking to lots of people. Everything about it attracted me, but it takes a long time and, life is busy. And then 2 years ago, I said, okay, I want to do this. And I heard about a class. It was they call it Forever Learning where I live.
Yes.
And it was like a 8-week class, 1 hour a week for senior citizens about everything you want to know about the Camino, where to stay, where to go to the toilet.
Yes.
What kind of clothes to wear, everything, all the kind of little questions I had. And the guest person said, oh, it is so special when siblings do it. So then, if I remember right, I then asked Doris and my other sister, would you like to come?
And we both were interested within the last 2 months. Really ramped up my training and my education and figuring out what I needed and realized this was a big thing and really enjoyed it.
And how do you already walked over 100 kilometers. How would you evaluate this?
So the first 2 or 3 days, I would enjoy the hiking. And then I would go to bed at night and think, what did I get myself into? And I think it was the 4th day we decided to walk separately. And that was the day that I thought, I'm doing this for myself as much as I am to be with Joe. Mm-hmm. And going into it, it was a way to have time with a sibling as an adult. We grow up together. And then we all go into our own lives. And we're now in our 60s, and it's very special to have time together again to reconnect in that way that we've always had. And so on day 4 was the day that I said, not only can I do this with Joe and for Joe, but also for myself.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Joe and Doris, for this story. And like they say in Spanish, Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
Nog vlug een klein woordje hier in de slaapzaal, de Villafranca Montes de Oca, want het licht gaat bijna uit, het is bijna 9 uur. Morgen staat op het programma een boswandeling van ongeveer 12 kilometer. En als alles goed gaat, ga ik morgen halt houden in Agis. Tot morgen.